works on it. So modeling is a huge thing. And they begin to understand bigger, more abstract kind of views. And I guess one really good example would be imaginary friends that children have. It's a very abstract kind of idea. They don't need necessarily to have something in front of them, so playing dress up, playing roles. Roles tend to be really one-dimensional to them, and the example that was given was a firefighter. So when children play dress up and pretend they're a firefighter, they think all firefighters do is just put out fires. So they tend to have one-dimensional kind of concrete play. So for fine motor, we had like learning how to tie shoes, learning how to dress. Gross motor, they have a lot more mobility at this age than they ever have. And that kind of plays into cognition a little bit, because the big thing for cognition is to teach them how to be safe, because they're up and they're running around and they can get into a lot of trouble and a lot of danger if they're not careful. And they begin sequencing, and also problem solving is a big thing at this age. And then social also kind of works with their play, because they're understanding other people's roles and they're understanding more. Like at this age, you could ask them like what their mother does or what their father does, and they can give you answers to that.
So in building off of what the other group was doing just before us, so this is more complex imaginary play. It's getting more complex as they get older. And so we were gonna start off like pretending to be the same age kids, but pretending we're different roles. So like I'm
like the mom.
and I'm the kid, and let's dress her up for school. You know, we're starting to pretend. And then looking at that's kind of social, interactive, and cognitive. Then we were thinking back on things we did as children, and Michelle remembered.
For fine motor skills, when I was about that age, my favorite game was high-low chariot. And we start going from bigger objects to the little tiny cherries. I don't know where they go on the tree, in the bucket.
They've added a new component. I looked it up, and in 2007 they added a cooperative component to that game. Did anyone else ever play that game?
Mm-hmm.
So now there's a cooperative and problem-solving component that they've done with it, where you have to work together to put a puzzle together. So that's kind of interesting. Did you want to say anything else about chariots? It was little fine motor. And then the other thing was, when I was looking that up, I found out about Mr. Potato Head, and I remembered Mr. Potato Head. And there's just this incredible history of Mr. Potato Head. So Deb has one here. And it was just so fun to pull it out of the box, because, you know, first I got to put it together, and it was like so simple. But apparently it has an interesting history. And this guy probably didn't have any OT background, but he was 1940s. This guy decided to come up with a toy, and he had played in his mother's garden and tried to keep his sisters busy. So he had given them potatoes and then given them different fruits and vegetables to stick in the potato to keep his little siblings busy. And it says he would often take potatoes from his mother's garden, use various other fruits and vegetables, and make dolls with his younger sisters could play with. Grape eyes, carrot nose, potato-headed dolls became the principal idea behind the plastic toy, and the original cost was 98 cents, and just came with hands, feet, ears, mouth, eyes, nose, pipe, eyeglasses, all these things. You could order 50 additional pieces. You didn't get the potato. Your parents had to supply a real potato. And it was controversial because it was like wartime, and they thought it was a waste of food, and then it was also, the potato would go bad. So then, in like 1952, let's see, I think at some point they got the plastic potato, but also, it was the first toy ever advertised on television, directed at children. So everything else had been directed for parents. So that means the children were old enough to be processing that this is for us and we want it. And it revolutionized marketing for children. And then in terms of the make-believe part of this potato head, sorry, that's not the, eventually they added on Brother Spud, Sister Gam, and different spudettes, little pets called spudettes. So they really played on that social and imaginative, and it's all fine motor, so it really fit well into this age group as a toy.